Okay, so pretty easy turn 1 Young Pyromancer. Pack 1, pick 1 Young Pyromancer. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, make an elemental token. Ah, man, would love to have the Tinker to go with the Mana Crypt. Okay, how's the audio now? Yeah, audio should be good now. I think I for some reason I had 2 of the microphone inputs. Pack 1, pick 1 Mana Crypt. Pretty good start. Pretty good start. I hope I don't spiral and do Vintage Cube all afternoon because I have some other stuff to do. Fun choice was Tinker. Well, the thing is, Mana Crypt is always really fun. Just leaves you so open too. I'd say that this is a relatively weak pack 2. I think especially with this Mana Crypt start, out of this pack, I'm leaning towards the balance. Balance isn't amazing, but there's like a pretty good like black-white, like Staxy balance deck. That's all right. I think that maybe the tryhard pick would be Deluge. I've drafted so many of the fair blue decks over my life. I just can't do it anymore. I just maybe like once a season. And balance is definitely the fun card. So I think Loso Golem would be an okay pick, and with the balance, maybe it's not like an amazing. Obviously, the 2 cards don't work super well together because you have to sack the creature. But I think in the same archetype, it can be okay. Golem also might wheel, so it could be a good time to just pick up Golgari Signet and stay more open. Mindslaver is also really, really fun. And Mindslaver picking this now means I can pick up Duretti, I can pick up Goblin Welder, and both those go pretty well with the Mana Crypt. I can pick up Mishra's Factory too, which is something I always like a lot. I like Probe and Dismember. Again, like Probe and Dismember, these they're just so boring. I just always like to take the fun picks in Cube. I spend my whole time doing the competitive thing in Modern or trying to brew competitively in Modern. So just having some fun in Cube is always my priority. So looting is good with the Goblin Welder Duretti plan. Don't really see myself picking anything else. Jace the Mind Sculptor. So notably Mystical Tutor, being able to find balance is pretty good, especially because like when you go down a card for Mystical Tutor, it doesn't matter as much. Jace on turn 2 with Mana Crypt is pretty good, and you can play blue-white with Jace. I always love the Mystical Tutor decks. If the Tinker somehow wheels, the Mystical Tutor is going to be so sick. It's never wielding, though. I think I want to take the Mystical Tutor. Jace is good, though. Okay, Metalworker. Feel great about that. Like, I might not even be in blue. So now if I get the Workshop, I'm really happy. The Workshop usually goes pretty late, too. Yeah, I've seen Tinker wheel, but yeah, I know it doesn't usually wheel. Emery seems pretty good here. Emery, if you get Lotus, is really sick. You could take Tundra also. But I may even be blue-red. If I end up being like a really big mana deck, I may just be blue-red and abandon the balance altogether. So I think I'm gonna take an Emery. Just try to be really in on the artifact deck. I think I like Repeal more than Hearse, more than Mana Flare. Metamorph? Yeah, I know we don't in like almost every cube. I'm just, it just came out. I'm really feeling it today. We'll do like 1 or 2 this season. Yeah, also, yeah, if you have a paid for Magic Online account, you get a free cube draft right now, which is pretty cool. Okay, not super surprising, no Tinker. Lee Cam, take a Twitch Prime. Yeah, Emery Mindslaver, you're right, that is pretty good, especially with the Metalworker. That is definitely a plan. I think I'm taking Gush. I could take Hexmage. Maybe I end up like finding Golos and Dark Depths. I think I'm pretty unlikely to play the Gush. Free cube. You get 1 free cube draft if you have a paid for Magic Online account, yeah. Right? Golem wield, so I am really, really hoping we get a Workshop. Gonna move this over to the sideboard for now, though. Storm is open. Storm is clearly open. Gonna Storm is wide open. It would be maybe cool to be mono blue artifacts also. Storm is open. I always like to be the like. I always love monocolored decks in Cube. Not a bad pack one though. Not a bad pack one. So no power in pack 2. I think Azurius Signet looks to be the relatively safe pick. We also do have Mystical Tutor to go with High Tide though, and a shell that maybe wants to be mono blue. And so we could have like a small Storm High Tide engine in our mono blue deck. We could probably pick up 1 or 2 of the blue untappers. High Tide is definitely the fun pick. Signet is like so boring. Wait, I don't think Workshop. I was just talking about wanting Workshop. I don't think Workshop was open to one of those packs. Yeah, there it is. There's the Workshop. We kind of have to take that. Although there's Frantic Search. I mean, we have Golem, Mindslaver, Metamorph, Metalworker. We have to take the Workshop. Okay, there's Everflowing Chalice. There's also Tezzeret the Seeker. Tezzeret might wheel though. Tezzeret would be pretty good at this deck. Ponder would be good too. Why Cube? Let me enjoy something just for fun. Nothing to read into. Yeah, I think Easy Chalice. Probably taking Worm Coil. Old, nice old border. Oh, dude, Storm is so open. Underground Sea and Cabal Ritual. Implying you don't like Modern Brewing. I mean, that's... I do like Modern Brewing, but please let me play one Cube draft. Probably take Waterlogged Grove. Could take Echo of Eons. Kind of hard to get in the yard here. I guess I do have Looting. If I do play High Tide, I kind of don't want to play this in my deck anyways. I could play the Echo. Arcane Proxy with Mishra's Workshop is interesting. Don't have a ton to flash back with it at the moment. I also don't hate swords. In the Mishra's Workshop Lodestone Golem. Yeah, we actually have plenty of creatures to equip the sword onto. And when you have Workshop and Mana Crypt, this card gets a lot better. I think I like the sword. With the sword pick, I like the Revoker a lot more. Skull Clamp, we don't really have anything to go with it at the moment. And then a bunch of completely unplayable cards. This is a win condition. Oh, I guess I'll take Maria, just like cut artifact cards. Okay, love Winter Orb. Winter Orb is a great pickup. Urza would be really good to pair with the Winter Orb, but it just should be fine in our deck overall. We really want like to open another Mox. another Mox in our pack 3 would really tie this deck together well. So like right now, these are the cards that I think are very likely to make the deck. We have 5, 10, 12. 12 playables. If we can pick up like a Upheaval, Tinker's already gone, Ancestral Recall, then maybe this gets in there. Blue Signet Wheeling is great, Tezzeret Wheeling is great. 2 good playables towards the end of the pack. Great. Ooh, oh man, I could finally register Expansion Explosion. I think I updated the stream title. Yeah, it says Vintage Cube for me. Yeah, finally, after all these years. I mean, if I'm like one playable short, this may be like the most playable. Maybe also if I have Mystical Tutor, maybe I end up like also needing like one more target or something if I open Time Walker Recall. I love Uro. I feel like Uro is like really good for Cube, Vintage Cube specifically. Good with my Emery. Unlikely to splash it. So unlucky to not open a Mox. Academy Ruins is really strong in this deck. I think that I'm probably going to be able to wheel it though. Could take Coalition Relic. I'm not going to play Oblivion Stone. I can also take Bolas' Citadel, but we know that the Tinker is gone. I guess I just take the Coalition Relic. Yeah, I think we could reel the root. We could wheel Urza. Let's go. Urza is a huge pickup, especially with the Winter Orb. Okay, now I really want to pick up like one more Signet. I have Everflowing Chalice, Dimir Signet, Mana Crypt. We're just like one more would go a really long way. Urza's huge here though. Lotus Bloom, Cryptic Command, Spell Pierce. I can probably play Cryptic Command. Snap Pierce. I feel like I kind of like the Cryptic Command attacks from a pretty good angle here. Definitely, we may be low on playables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Probably want to play 15 or 16 lands, but we may not have that luxury depending on how this pack goes. Maybe we will. Okay. The room has been tied together. So now this makes Mystical Tutor really playable in the deck too. So that's like 2 playables right there. Oh, there's also Channel. Channel will be really sick. I think I'm kind of married to mono blue. I have 1 green fixer. But Upheaval is also like really good. So the Mystical Tutor gets in. Okay, I do have Vampire Hexmage, but I don't think we can really Dark Depths. Ulamog is probably fine. Chart of Course is filler. I don't have Crucible to go with Wasteland. I guess I do. I don't hate. I would probably play the Ulamog. Yeah, I could have had Channel Ulamog. Maybe like it doesn't work with the Workshop, but oh, another blue Signet, just Chef's Kiss. Really felt like we needed one more Signet. It's also good like to like Urza into potentially. Memory Jar seems fine. Might not make the deck. Probably will make the deck though. Time Twister. Time Twister or Forge Master. Time Twister makes Mystical Tutor like a good amount better too. Yeah, very late Fractured Identity, but okay, we did wheel the Ruins. I'll play Recto Signet. Definitely will play Recto Signet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and I think we're like now should be pretty good on playables. Yeah, this lets me play 16 lands. I may be down to go to 15, but we have 2 utility lands, kind of. Okay, maybe we play Lotus Bloom. Maybe we play Factory. This might be too much payoff, not enough ramp. Yeah, maybe. So we have 2 super premium ramp spells in Mana Crypt and Workshop. I really like 1 more Mox just to have 3 premium ramp spells. It's just like such a big number in the 40 card deck. We have 4 Signets. We have I think we're okay on the amount of ramp. Just not a broken deck, you know what I mean? We also have Urza plus Upheaval. We have now like 3. Okay, so we have 2 good Mystical Tutor targets and then 2 okay ones. We have Cryptic, which can be like Mystical Tutor win the game for a head. Yeah, it looks solid. I think it's, overall pretty good first cube draft. I feel like I just always end up in like these, and I just always draft the Workshop deck. I love it so much. Yeah, an Academy would have been nice, but at least we got the Workshop. I think people tend to take Academy really highly. Oh, I should have moved everything to the sideboard already. Oh, Birthing Pod. We're probably a little ways away from Pod, huh? Yeah, so I don't think I want to play Lotus Bloom. I mean, okay, I can Tezzeret the Seeker for Lotus Bloom. That's something. Is that it? It's okay with, Time Twister. Echo kind of playable. Echo's kind of good with Emery, but it doesn't really, I don't know. I have the Time Twister. I don't think I need it. Okay, I'm not playing Dark Depths. I think I want to play the Factory because I have the Sword. I guess that's 3 colorless lands in your 16 land Cryptic Command deck. That's okay, I imagine. This would be 14 lands. I think I want to play 15. I think I do want to play Repeal, so I guess maybe Lotus Bloom is the cut. Bloom is not too bad. Is there another card that's a cut here? Maybe I could cut the Ulamog. No, I think I need the Wincon. Could I get the Memory Jar? I have Memory Jar, Emery. I have Workshop, obviously. Workshop's already pretty good in the deck. Yeah, I'm not sure that this is a great Memory Jar deck. Oh, sorry, I missed that there's the High Tide. Okay, just cut the High Tide. Sorry. All right, there we go. I rate this deck B-. Maybe a B. Yeah, I think 15 lands is fine with Lotus Bloom, 4 Signets, 4 counting the Everflowing Chalice, Mana Crypt. A keep. Doesn't have Mana Crypt or Factory in it, sadly. This hand can Tezzeret for Lotus though. Multi Workshop. Tapped Triome into Mox Diamond. Okay, Repeal is actually good against Mox Diamond. I'll go to Repeal this now. It's kind of like the only card that Repeal can get value against this turn, funny enough. Obviously they can replay it, but they have to discard another land. And Metalworker Ulamog, that's kind of hype. Need to draw like 1 or 2 more artifacts, easy enough. Although not if they're porting me. And okay, they just don't port me. So maybe I'm supposed to hold up Cryptic Command this turn. Won't they port me end of turn? I'll just cast the Metalworker. I'm gonna hold this in hand to tap for the Metalworker. So it's gonna be if I draw an artifact. I guess if I draw exactly Mana Crypt and the Slivs, I can cast Ulamog. Although I'm maybe going to be okay, like if they port me in my upkeep, just like bounce their Triome in my upkeep or bounce their Mox Diamond. Resolves. So this is 8 total mana. Could tap Edric, bounce Simic Signet to my hand, and then... I mean, I'm probably supposed to just go bounce draw. And if I draw an artifact, I can just put Mindslaver into play. Hiya. No, I think it's better to hold the Signet in the hand so Metalworker taps for 2. So this is like +2 mana instead of just +1. Ooh, okay, well... That was probably the best card to keep in the hand. Okay, hold on. So this is 9. It's one mana short of... 1 mana short of mind saving them this turn, but this seems fine as well. Especially because we know their hand is Edric Mystery card. The last Mystery card has to be like exactly Lightning Bolt. I don't know why they are. They're just not porting me in my upkeep. What a weird game. I mean, it's Cube, I guess. All games are weird games. Uh-oh, they're maybe Reanimator, Custodial Lich, Scarab God, Witherbloom. Super fair looking. They have a Mox. Alright, good enough. Sideboarding is cringe. Seems like our deck looks better than theirs. Yeah, they could have ported me a couple times. Would have been much harder. It has lands and spells, but it's Vintage Cube. Let's find something more powerful like this hand. Wormcoil is way too fair. Although maybe I should probably actually keep it over Ulamog. A little greedy. We could find a use for Echo. Yeah, the thing is we have Time Twister and Memory Jar. We just don't we don't need Echo. Alright, let me hold this Mana Crypt so I can go turn 2 Chalice on 2. It's a bit worse against Duress, but they didn't have Duress turn 1. We know we saw Duress game 1. Worse against him also, huh? Oh man, this is like one card in cube. You'll basically never see me draft. It's okay, but it's just not what I like to do in cube. I like to go crazy. I like to go crazy. So next turn I can go. I can't go Upheaval into Chalice on 2. Probably just gonna cast a Worm Coil. Never mind. Fair enough. They do get Verdant Catacombs back with the Witherbloom Command 2, and then they discard Triumph, poke me in for 1. It's okay. It's fine. Lotus Bloom comes down next turn. Heads of blues. Not a bad draw. I'm gonna F6 instead of pretending I have Exclude up, because I actually it's actually probably good to just main phase tap the relics so they play more into Upheaval anyways. Can I? So I've got Lotus coming down next turn. I've got 4, 7, 10 mana, 9 mana. Could you stop interacting with me, opponent? I liked our game 1. I liked our game 1 better. Take the relic. Oh, they leave me with Upheaval. It's interesting. Don't hate it. Alright, so heads dealt us damage last time, so surely heads is the right choice this time. Lost again, 0 for 2. Oh, I'm gonna cast my Upheaval. Then I'll go Mishra's Factory, Coalition Relic. Pass. Modern Legal Upheaval. I've cast it like once or twice. Ah, well, that's probably okay. Yeah, them having the Mox Diamond definitely makes my Upheaval worse. But I mean, this is what I had, so we're casting it. Yeah, I mean, I know my opponent has Grief, so I think I will cast the Winter Orb and just pass. Urza would be a sick draw, obviously. I mean, if I jam the Crypt, I'm at 12. I'm just like, I'm just too likely to die to Crypt to play it, I think. Wait, why did they shock? It's always funny seeing like Mana Crypt in the vintage cube drafts and stuff, or like the master set drafts. So I should probably be tapping this, because like a lot of times like Mana Crypt can give you some like really good turns, but the games just go super long and you die to it, just like Mana Crypt does is actually intended. They're gonna make a rat. Pack rat. From now on, anytime someone suggests that I take Pack Rat, this will be the turn that I think of. Oh, Pack Rat. Maybe I'm supposed to attack with the... Yeah, I guess I'll attack with the factory. Yeah, still just tapping the Coalition Relic, so I don't have to get Winter Orb too badly here. Yeah, I could have drafted Yorion. Would have been a little short on playables, probably. Okay, Mox Sapphire, very good for them with the Winter Orb out. They can cast their Borrower, not that they can block. They can cast their Grief, which can block. You have, unknown cards in hand too. Yeah, you can just cast Yorion too. Kind of depends on what your deck is like. Edric. Pretty good. I just passed with Cryptic up. Musty Val, thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate you. So I can't quite buff factory, and block Edric. Okay, looks like I don't have to. Let me just put a charge counter here and chill for a turn. Untap my island. Let's go blue and then cast a Signet. And I think still just pass a turn. I really want my opponent to like commit a spell into my Cryptic command, and then they'll be tapped down underneath the orb for a little bit. Great. So I think I'm going to draw a card rather than bounce the Edric. Maybe I bounce the Edric. Alright, that was not something I really thought was going to be cast. It's fine, I guess. Untap here. I really don't want to trade Revoker or Factory for Edric, because I want to keep their Mox Diamond locked down. Oh, sorry, I should have tapped the Relic instead of my island there. Although now, I guess... copying their Edric and attacking to getting to draw a card, and likely trading for the Edric seems pretty good. They get to unlock their Mox if they block the Revoker, which I imagine they block. But I get to draw a card, and I'm pretty ahead against a Winter Orbed opponent. And his Grief, 2 mystery cards. Copy the Factory? I think it's better to copy the Edric. Okay, I forgot about this card being in the cube. This card is so nuts. So they get to make it a 4/4 with Trample Haste, but they'll leave it back to block. And next turn they can kill my Edric and draw 4 cards. Oh boy. Okay, that's a pretty good draw too. I think. So I can get sort of Body in Mind. Maybe I just plus the Tezzeret and try to ultimate next turn. The token comes back when on their upkeep. My win rate in Vintage Cube is 69%. They can throw Blue at Tezzeret. I mean, if they do that, it doesn't kill the Tezzeret. That's to draw 4 cards, though. Yeah, I know Blue is triple, but I can double block with the Factory and the Edric. Okay, they kill Edric. So do they have an answer to the Tezzeret? This card is insane. Shredded. This was an awesome game. Not sure how they beat 5 lethal attackers this turn. Yeah, I think that maybe didn't read the ultimate. I'm gonna mulligan, keep. We have better hands, including to this one. All right, mono white. had this one in my hand the whole time. How about that for a top deck, huh? You can't tell say GL Chip didn't play Workshop Metalworker. But I just assumed Ginger's deck would be better. What can I say? Alright, next turn we get to go Urza into Time Twister. No, we can't quite. So we can equip the sword. Got me good. Ha ha ha. Okay. It's not too bad. Oh, okay. We got a match, huh? We got a match here. All right, I guess we'll play the... We'll play the one that lets us not give our opponent 7 cards. This has been a good back and forth. Could play the Imri this turn. Yeah, I think getting the Imri in play this turn is probably worth going -1 mana on our memory jar. Metamorph, Golem in the yard now. So we can go Revoker on Wandering Emperor. Mystical Tutor for Upheaval. Equip Sword of Body and Mind onto Revoker. Pass back. Restoration Angel, your 3-win inspector. Let's go. Wait, I don't have enough mana for Upheaval. I thought I did. Oh, I actually do have enough mana because I can go Imri on Metamorph, copy Signet, Upheaval. Why I play the island, not the grove? Because I have plenty of action. I don't need the card. I have my life totals in peril. It's been an awesome match. I always love playing against streamers because they play fast. Oh yeah, I could also just play Signet. And then I would have an extra artifact mana floating, which would be better. Alternatively, I could have Metamorph in the hand. This was a good turn to top deck Skull Clamp. Into Cathar Commando? In to kill my Signet, so I'm 1 mana short of this Upheaval. Wow. So I can go Metamorph, copy... Attack my opponent, chump block, Metamorph, copy, Restoration Angel. Block here, go to 1. I think that's probably a little bit better than Time Spiraling. I can also flicker the Imri, look for Mana Crypt for next turn. Guess I could also cast the Time Twister, but for some reason my opponent also gets to draw cards. No! So I clicked the Imri because I'm like, I'm going to click the Imri to flicker it. It's not intentional. Alright, so now I have to Time Twister and Hope. And we died exactly 1 because I can bounce the Spirit token. Ah, oh, damn it. Good game, though. Good game. Bad misclick. Hard game. Something was bound to go wrong. Sandwich, 6 months ago, thank you. I don't think we can really support the balance. Have no fixing. That top deck Skull Clamp into Brutal Cathar was like so devastating. And have the turn 2 Plow for the Metalworker. Great game. Really good game. 3 planes and a balance. Just that easy. Your comment about people wanting their pet deck to be viable in format. What's my pet deck? I've got too many pet decks to count. Too many pet decks to count. And then, like, what was the other turn? It was like Wandering Emperor, exile this Urza token into Pitch Solitude, exile the Urza. Oh man, that was crazy too. My Mind Slave locking people? I can do it with Ruins or Imri. Trying to, yeah. Derek really taking all his sideboard time. There we go. No Tinker to tutor up. Let's mulligan this. No Mana Crypt, no Factory. I think this is going to be a somewhat acceptable 6 though. Lotus Bloom Upheaval. How do you cast Ulamog? Yeah, yep, 10 mana usually. Yeah, mostly Metalworker is the main way, I'd imagine. Metalworker or Urza. Am I gonna name the Wandering Emperor? I'm probably just gonna not revoke anything here. Maybe I'll name Cathar Commando. And next turn I could go play Equip Sword also. Ding 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 ding. Oh, I get this turn, huh? So I guess I'm probably supposed to upheaval, but so let me think. So Mana Crypt, 5, 8 mana. 9 off the reland. 12 here. They're gonna, yeah, we're gonna go for the upheaval. Oh, the problem is that Derek can replay this. I think that's fine, especially if I play this so I can put the sword on the factory potentially. Don't think I even want to attack first. Okay, so now Derek gets to replay the commando. Oh, kills the Mana Crypt instead. Okay, good play, good play. So now I just go factory into Coalition Relic and feels okay about this. Discards 1 card, we draw, 10 drop. Cast sword, charge counter. Do you want lifelink? No text. We can equip the sword here, which is pretty nice, but boy, do I sure like time twisting. Wow, now we get to go Mana Crypt, Lodestone. Alright. And then we can equip. We want to flip. Equip Coalition Relic with Cryptic Command up. This has been like the best match of Magic I've played in a long time. Am I catching the cube fever? Can copy Lodestone Golem next turn. Uh-oh, I'm catching the cube fever. Gonna game 3. Yeah, people is pretty dumb. Although, like, Ginger having the Solitude was, like, really good against it. Yeah, the cube life is easy. You just wake up, you roll out of bed, you cube for a few hours, you go to sleep. It's awesome. Alright. Not powerful enough. Powerful enough. Put back the Cryptic. Oh, I can't play 2 spells this turn, but I can just play the Signet. Next turn I can play Orb and Revoker. Maybe name Cathar Commando again. Oh, well. Never mind. I think I just hold the Orb so I can Time Twister for the most next turn. Orb is unlikely to, like, make Ginger tap a land also. Could have needled that, but if Ginger's spending 3 mana to answer the Metalworker, it's not really the end of the world, I guess. No, these cards don't stay in your collection afterwards. This is a story I think nobody would ever believe, but it is true. But and maybe someone would even remember that this happened one time. But oh wow, we drew Mana Crypt. One time the cards did stay in my collection. It was like 8 or 9 years ago or something like that. But there was a bug. I couldn't trade them. But they did stay in my collection for like a few hours. Oh, sorry, I misclicked here. Let's name Uma's Gel was Yumi's. Okay, nothing else to do with this mana. What a gross draw on our part. So my opponent can like kill my Mana Crypt, that's fine. Actually, I'm hoping they kill the Mana Crypt so my Metalworker doesn't get Cathar Commandoed. All trading was turned off till they fixed it. Yeah, I don't know if that happened more than once. It happened to me one time. Strip Mine? Oh, this game is too good. This game has just been too good. That being said, I still get to Metalworker this turn. This whole match has just been amazing. If I draw an artifact, I get to Ulamog. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess I have 9 next turn. Got some artifacts in the deck. Oh no, not again. That's the second time this game that they've ousted my Metalworker. I could play Chalice X equals 1 this turn, and then I'll have 5 mana to play and equip Sword of Body of mine next turn anyways. It's okay. Ginger's just been like, been under the Winter Orb for 2 turns, just been able to use the mana super well. The Strip Mine on my Workshop was great. Maybe holding this so I can cast Ulamog is better. I'm not that far away from Ulamog though. Okay, untap. Take this down. Yeah, I can probably Ulamog on my Lotus Bloom turn. Just kind of abandoning the Metalworker though. Oh my gosh, amazing. Wow. Just was 1 mana interaction every single time. I don't think I want to use my islands to equip because then they just get stuck underneath the Winter Orb. Guess I could block, but I also, hold on, if I draw a land, I think I get to Ulamog. Oh, right. Blocking was pretty important against the Jitte that's now unlocked. why didn't Ginger use the Jitte? I know the Ginger has a Solitude, so it's not like it's just over. This is 20 cards? Yeah, should be win. Alston Swords the Plowshares used though. Maybe Sex Clue Token looking for Solitude if it's not in his hand. Man, this has been a lot of fight from our misplaced Ginger. Alright, Golem's not castable this turn, castable next turn. I still have Upheaval in the deck too. I haven't seen the new Remy song. I'll make a point to watch it though. This has been such a good back and forth all match. 5 mana, although there's a Golem in play, so most 4 drops unlocked here. If Ginger just passes, I'm probably supposed to put him on Wandering Emperor. Wow, Hero Blade Hold. So I can't really attack. Pack 1 Pick 1 was Mana Crypt. Remember when we misclicked match 1? Oh man. All 3 games have been so ridiculous. It's been awesome. Okay, so we'll go Coalition Relic plus Equip this turn. And equip onto Lodestone Golem. It's a 7/5. And they can't double block, so we just do this so we can keep the Worm Coil back. Maybe keeping Worm Coil back isn't correct, but I can definitely see that that being how we lose this game. Wants to play a 3-drop, there's a Golem in play. Wins the match. Let's go. 2-0. That was one of the best matches of Magic I've ever played all time. That was amazing. Yeah, my editor really likes cubes, so I think that I think this will make the YouTube pretty easily. Why did I not go with Engine? They had the Hero Blade Hold to crack back for like 7, and so like I think attacking with Engine would have been fine. I maybe just like don't attack enough in general, to be honest. Spike, the best game Magic ever played. Ginger, I hate cube. How could you not love that match? It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I think we just go Relic, and I want to play. I want to play the Revoker this turn. Although if I play Recto Signet, I can go Animate into play Equip Sword on Sword of Body and Mind. Yeah, and then this also makes like Upheaval better top deck. Going to discard, probably a... Okay, not a reanimation target. I draw Urza. So I'm 1 mana short of equipping the sword onto the Mistress Factory, because I can tap the sword to itself, but it's still just 1 short. I feel like there's some. I think I should be naming something with this Revoker. I just don't play enough cube. I'm gonna name Gristlebrand maybe. Seems like as fine a name as anything else. All right, that game a little less, a little less back and forth than the last match. Yeah, game 1 over before the prediction. Yeah, I meant maybe there was Gristlebrand in hand. Oh, it would have always been discarded there, I guess. Okay, we'll keep this, despite not having Factory or Mana Crypt. A Metalworker. I imagine the Doubters have really good odds at the moment, though. So if we somehow lose this match, they'll be rich. Mana Crypt Workshop, never lucky. Although that being able to get me Upheaval is pretty sick. If I get to untap with Metalworker, it's probably over. I think it's just Cheon's. Yeah, probably. Cheon's is just blue-eye control. Gonna snipe my Upheaval? No, not yet. I remember I always wanted to be just like Paul, and I would always draft control. I drafted control for the longest time. To be just like Paul, and I'm like, after like years of drafting so many fair decks in Cube, I'm over it. I'm just like it is really, really rare for me to draft a control deck these days, because I just like drafted it every single time for years. Cast a Bane Slayer Angel. Mana Crypt gone. It's okay. Cast Bane Slayer Angel. It's the new age. Cast Liar. Alright, wait. Is Bane Slayer... Bane Slayer's probably not even in the cube right now, right? Alright. So, no upheaval for us this turn. We can still set up for like a solid upheaval next turn if we want. Student of Warfare? The Student of Warfare Ashiok deck. Wow. Never before seen. Okay. Oh, I can't Urza into anything, actually. It definitely is. I guess I don't really have a comment. Path Exile, okay. I would really prefer to... So they take this up to 9. Well. Okay, let's get the upheaval in the hand. Or on top of the library, rather. And they probably take my Mindslaver, and then... Oh, no, they haven't plussed Ashiok. No. Okay, this was a huge punt. I forgot they hadn't plussed the Ashiok. Now they just get to exile it. Alright. Can I target themselves with this? Target opponents, okay. I can -X this, though. I wonder if they have the 5 mana exile something, copy it with a token. In fact, to steal the Mindslaver as the last card. That'd be pretty cool. 3/3 double strike. Just first strike, protect the Ashiok, but it doesn't really protect it because I can give it +1/+1. It's my old Mindslaver. And I think smacking the Ashiok for 4 is good. Yeah, Fractured Identity. Ashiok has gotten 12 cards, 9 cards from me. It's kind of like they Ragavan you 3 times. Okay, exile a Worm Coil. I still have my Ulamog in my deck as a possible win condition. No Metalworker though to cast it. If I draw a land, I'll probably Metamorph Mindslaver. Mindslaver them twice in a row. Which would be good so I can take up Lily, then take down Lily on the Student of Warfare. Again, that's only if I draw a land. So I'll be a mana short of doing so otherwise. Oh, do I have to put Worm Coil into play? I don't think I have to. So copy Mindslaver. Mindslaver is legendary? Oh no! I had no idea. Mindslaver is legendary. Oh, fuck. And they have a Mindslaver too. Why is it legendary? Flavor reasons. I think I don't plus the Liliana because I can cast this Mind Twister. Sorry, Time Twister. And then just have this in there as nothing. Take a look at their deck. Adeline, Archangel, Bitter Blossom. They do have Fractured Identity. Seems like we have a good matchup. Alright, we'll attack for 3. Just kidding. I think I will play the Signet before Time Twister, because one of my last win conditions is Ulamog, so I kind of need a lot of mana. Alright. So let's go Coalition Relic into Imri. Hopefully don't mill Ulamog, but I can set up Imri Mindslaver potentially. Did not mill Ulamog, in fact milled 3 targets. I guess I won't tap this because I have the tutor up, although I think right now I'm discarding the tutor to the Liliana. I think copying Lily, you can't copy Lily with Phyrexian Metamorph, you can only copy artifacts and creatures. It's not, there's one from Cons that does it, it's not that one. Jar seems useless. This only has, I guess it has Cryptic as a target. Yeah, Jar is actually kind of useless. I can maybe draw the game with a Jar, potentially, if I need to. Back to sack when she do not cite out the intents. I'm kind of thinking maybe you just play Village Rites over, like, I kind of want to play 1 intent, is what I was thinking recently, but I think I would leave it in most of the time. Like, you just mostly don't want it against, like, Murktide and Scam. It resolves. So looking at their deck, I think they had, like, almost no... They had almost no counter magic. When I searched for Upheaval, Upheaval's exiled to Ashiok, and it was exiled completely naturally, and I did not help my opponent exile it. It's weird that you would ask if I helped them exile it somehow. Oh no, I cast the... What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I just meant to cast. I meant to cast the Mindslaver. I cast the Memory Jar instead. What is wrong with me? So it's been like 5 hours into the stream. It is what it is. Sorry, Lily on Lily, Anna. Well, if they Edict, I'm actually not that upset. Maybe I named it Student of Warfare. Yeah, let's name it Student of Warfare because I want to be able to Mindslaver and minus the Liliana. Yeah, just trying to pay out the doubters. This is a money laundering scheme. We can lose the game at any time by tapping this jar. Only have 5 cards in my library. One of them is an Ulamog, though. Did we learn they had a Mindslaver too? I don't think so. Maybe they did. Oh, we have a Tezzeret too. That's also a win condition. Yeah, so I think if Tezzeret and if Ulamog is the second to last card and Tezzeret is the last card, I think we could lose. Assuming, I mean, you know, or not be able to kill my opponent. Rather, we could still lose anyways. If they kill my Imri, then I can't. I can only Mindslaver them once, which would maybe be enough times. And maybe we'll just win this game anyways. It would have been a pretty good turn to have control of our opponent. I agree. They're both giant artifacts that start with an M. There's just nothing to be done. So we actually may be able to draw the game with the Sword of Body and Mind, hit them, and then activate the Memory Jar, which would be a really fun way to end this. I meant to tap this for a mana, not put a counter. Let's see if this matters at all. They have something. Spell Queller. Can't Mindslaver or Spell Queller Mindslaver. Uh-oh, their hand doesn't do anything. Uh-oh. Okay, so let's go ahead and sacrifice probably the Spell Queller. Play Avacyn, sack. Clears the board, but then they still have the Avacyn though. Maybe that is the better line. I go to 1 also. Yeah, I think I'm just trying to draw Ulamog. I also kind of have to play the Skydiver because like Skydiver still Memory Jar kills me. Maybe we'll just flashback. Do I have to take 2 cards off this? Maybe they have like... I should have taken a better look at their deck. Okay. Land path. Hopefully they have another fetchable white source. Cool. I wish I could attack with... enough of their creatures to... Well, okay, hold on. I can path this fairy. No. I want to be able to hit them with a sword is what I was hoping. No, I die if I attack with everything. I'm at 4. Oh, but I can path this. No, I can path this fairy, attack for 3. Path this fairy, attack for 3. Yes, use the ability because I want as few cards in their library as possible. Then pro blue. And I can draw the game with Memory Jar. A beautiful game. I was drawing Cryptic Command anyways. Yeah, I'm pretty into the draw the game line. This is definitely the cool thing to do. I think this draws the game. This draws the game, right? Maybe it's better to like Cryptic Command tap their team. Yeah, it's better to Cryptic Command. It's not draw, but they go to 0, don't they? No, they go down to 8 cards in their library off the mill. They go down to 8 cards in the library off the mill, and we both yeah, we could just kill with the Cryptic Command though, but I want to draw the game. I really want to draw the game. But I guess I could just do that as like an emergency button instead and not just goof around. I don't think it draws the game. Yeah, it maybe doesn't because we technically deck ourselves first, right? But we also deck ourselves at the same time. I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, I think it draws. Yeah, they do. They only have 7. They only have 7 cards, right? Oh, they have. Sorry, they have exactly 7. No, you're right. You're right. It doesn't deck. They go to 0. So it's good we didn't take that line, huh? Yeah, that's true. They also still have Avacyn to block with. You lose to Skydiver if they see it. Yeah, there's like no way they see it though, right? Should have bounced Jar. No, you can't make them draw with Cryptic. I guess we should have bounced Jar. How do they ever see the Skydiver line, though? They could probably see it. What a weird game. Maybe it's not hard to see at all. Oh, wait, is this going to be Avacyn kill a creature? No, this is Thieving Skydiver kill sword, or steal sword. Yeah, they're just gonna steal the sword. Yeah, they never ever see the line chat. There was no way they were ever gonna see it. Oh, it attaches too. And then they have Avacyn up, but now I do actually draw the game. For real this time on their turn. I don't think Ulamog stabilizes me. I don't have the... Well, okay, so this is going to be the very classic Ulamog misdirect, where they think I'm casting Ulamog to stabilize this game. Ulamog doesn't actually do anything. But the real goal here is to how much is this? I need to untap the factory. The real goal here is to draw the game with the memory jar after they draw one more card. Why don't you just draw? I only have 2 cards in my library. I think that I'm not wanting to draw anything, especially when they have the Liliana Duplessis to discard whenever I draw. Why would they not just steal jar? They messed up. It's a hard line to see. It's a complicated match, you know. What happens when you draw the game? So Magic the Gathering is not best of 3 matches. It's first to 2 wins. So if you draw a game, you just play more until someone has 2 match wins. So my opponent thinks they got the win with the Avacyn, and then they go down to 6 cards in their library. How many draws does Magic stop at? Technically an infinite number, but you will eventually time out. Good game. It's a draw. Played that game horribly. Made a lot of mistakes. A ton of mistakes, but I'm happy that this was the destination. I'm happy that this is where we ended up. Good game. It's a draw. Now we get to go to game 3, and we can lose this game and win the next one if we feel like it. Keep this. I think whoever was on the play for the game that was drawn gets to be on the play again. Does a tracker support a game 4? I don't know. Yeah, it currently says I'm 2-0. I think it's a little bit broken. Game 3 2-0 is what it says right now, which is inaccurate. Yeah, snatched a draw from the jaws of victory. I mean, I would rather draw all day, every day. Well, we already have our upheaval in our hands. That's fine. Oh, no, they got my mana crypt. That's less fine. They can metamorph something next turn. Oh, no way. No way we drew Mishra's Workshop. No chance. Gross. Do I just Everflowing Chalice for 3? I think I just Everflowing Chalice for 3. And then set up. I guess I could also play Winter Orb, but no, I just want to have a good upheaval next turn. My opponent has like no counter magic. They do have a dress. They do have a dress. Dang it. I can draw a land and Mindslaver them though. Maybe they take the Mindslaver. I don't think I saw Tithe. What is over Archon? Which is deck? You can discard it to Archon of Cruelty, then you copy your opponent's Archon of Cruelty. It's awesome. Alright, then they got Time Twister, Tezzeret Island. Play a Bitter Blossom. I don't think I saw any counter magic. Okay. So we get to replay the Mishra's Workshop, and then we can do something like Everflowing Chalice on 3 into Coalition Relic if we want. Can we go Signet into Relic? No, not quite. I like Factory Relic Golem. I think I like getting the Chalice on 3 down, but because we have Ulamog in the deck, but maybe I think both are fine. Especially because my opponent just like can't do anything on turn 1, you know. I don't think there's like they don't have 1-drops in their hand or their deck really besides Student of Warfare that the Golem stops this turn. Okay, so we can name Ashiok with that if we want to. Blue. Golem. It's Ashiok Nightmare Weaver, right? Name is Zuria Signet? Alright. That's probably correct, huh? Don't need to Wind Orb this turn. We just they only have 1 land. Got a Mox Pro pick 4. Congratulations. I always add an extra O. Is there... yeah, I always add a O to the end of Azurius. Is that a problem? Toxic, 18 months, here to party, hell yeah. Me too. Name Ashiok, repeal Signet. I think that the Ashiok just doesn't do basically anything. Oh, they can't even play the Ashiok next turn because of the Lodestone Golem. They should have played the Signet last turn, even though it's revoked. Okay, so they have a Metamorph, which I guess I'll just be repealing. Although having 2 Metamorphs in play does sound kind of nice. Conceding before I even get to cast my spell. Okay, so we 3-order draft. We are undefeated in Vintage Cube this season, 100% trophy rate. We'll see if we play anymore. I'll be back. Maybe we'll do like 1 more cube draft tomorrow or something. Oh, do you not get a... Oh, sorry, quantity 2. But unlikely to do more than like 1 or 2 cube drafts on stream. But that was very fun. Oh, yeah, trophy leader. Vintage Cube trophy leader, Aspiring Spike. Was it 601? No, we lost a game to Ginger, who I think we're also going to raid right now, assuming he's streaming. Oh, right, Winter Orb. That's it. You're right. They should not